discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu. Okay, so maybe it's because, Jesus Christ.
To kill
We
so
should have
many
been
cultists.
killing more, yeah. You almost need the hunter.
Okay, so this is, yeah, like you almost need the hunter, you almost need, or the medic in this case. So, talking about things we don't like, which actually now have something. I think Pandemic's one of those games that you need to have more people. Like, it's impossible to do it with anything less. Could you imagine trying to play this with 2?
No.
Now, granted, yes, you have, no, because the number of people...
Does it change the
No.
layout at all?
You have more cards to hold. Not total, but you start with 4 cards instead of 3. But no, it doesn't change this number. It doesn't change the number of people that summon. So, yeah, I think because I forgot to bring that up last time, or in the Iberia discussion. But I was like, that's probably not true. No, it is absolutely. You can't cover enough in any Pandemic game unless you have max players.
Because look, there was 2 people over there, 1 person over there, and that side of the board was fucked.
Yeah, you can't, because you can't kill enough cultists, and also kill the Shoggoth, and also close gates. I think it's impossible. The fact that, you need the Huntress to be the one that, so
and
it's
the
like...
detective definitely helps too, like I was about to shut down prime players you would need is, you need him for 5 actions, you need the occultist to, break up the groups. You need the Huntress to kill people and easily kill the Shoggoth, and you need the detective. You don't need the detective, but he definitely
You
helps.
need the detective.
You think?
Yeah. And that's the thing. So, okay. And so that's the thing. After playing Iberia, and obviously playing every other Pandemic, I honestly think that this one went out of its way to be harder, because it's not just enough that you have, because instead of regular Pandemic where it's just cubes, get rid of them, the cultists act as cubes, but then there's also the Shoggoth, which takes 3 actions to freaking kill, which is just wait, and then that's how you more people summon if you don't take care of them. But it's not just enough that all that is already there. You have the fucking actions of the outbreaks. These play as the outbreaks. To where it's like, instead of just being like, oh shit, they broke out and more cultists spread, it's just like...
It's almost like, well, that's not bad enough. Let's really make it suck.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that. Like, Shub Niggurath, that's the one we prevented last time we played, because we would have lost. And then, we had Nyartha the tap. Investigators may no longer do the use a gate action, which we hardly did. Should Mel, all players collectively lose sanity. Ithaqua, to walk out of a location with 2 or more, you need to kill someone, and then Cthulhu, you die. So, I don't know, maybe it's just situational, as every other Pandemic game is, that he happened to come out on the time that we were just about to close a gate to refill up the stock. I don't know, second time playing, what do you think, Devin? We did better.
we certainly did, only to be crushed soundly.
By the flip of a card.
Yeah.
We were literally just mid-skip and rainbows around us.
And then...
No!
And God's foot just crushed our dreams.
No more dreams. Yeah, I have to say, I really enjoyed the Iberia. I haven't played Pandemic. Like vanilla. So I don't know how they stack up in that regard.
Right.
It's been a long time since.
The fact it's just the one source, it's not like multiple sources of different diseases.
Correct.
So then when that source is out, it's over.
Yeah. That's still the same rule in regular Pandemic, but it's spread out between each of them, each disease.
Right.
So, yeah, but if you run out of one disease in Iberia or regular Pandemic, you lose.
Right. It's just that there's only one source.
Yeah, and that's... it seems like they try to tighten it up with a smaller board, but that just makes it, I guess, more manageable, because, like I said, it's easier to teleport across, which we did, though. This game, I can't think of a single thing that we didn't do enough. Like
I feel like we were on a goddamn roll.
Yeah, I did too. And that's the thing, is like actually, like thematically, the game doesn't make sense either, because never once are there multiple ancient ones awakening.
Mm-hmm.
I know it doesn't make any like that's not really an argument, but if you want to go into theme of this game, then like you should only like it should just be kind of like the diseases in Iberia. There should be one ancient one, and he affects the whole game, and kind of what you do instead of having these quick attacks. Like you have Yig for the game, and now every single goat you need to use has one extra card instead of 30 different fucking.
That they are that powerful, or not have so many ones that are, long lasting. Like this will last the whole game, like Yig does.
Exactly. So. If they wanted to, it would make. If they wanted to do this, they should have just done the. Oh, hey, this happens right now. Deal with it. Not permanent. There's 4 abilities here that last throughout the game.
Which, if you wanted, you could easily house roll that, pick out a permanent one, shuffle them, and be like, "This is."
You can't, because that's the way you lose. Is if all of these open, unless you keep it.
That's right. Yeah.
So, the more we play this, and the more I realize that. At first, I really liked this idea of they have abilities, but it's too difficult. That. Like just to have permanent abilities on top of immediate effects, and to not offset it with like crazy powerful relics. The relics are literally just like the regular ones from regular Pandemic, just renamed. And I know it's not like, oh, you don't have a market or something. Mm-hmm. Like you just have 4 cards,
right? And
it's easier to move across the board. It's easier to close the gates. So, I don't know. I think
more people.
I think they thought Cthulhu, and they were like, oh, those are hard games. It's like, yeah, but they're not impossibly hard games. But
it's like they're hard, but I mean, and you can, because we played with all the expansions. That was the night where we just lost for bullshit.
In, like regular Pandemic?
Arkham Horror.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah,
we played every single expansion.
But it's like, there was that one night where, we did lose, but that's because we did have every single expansion.
Right.
But you shouldn't just play everything be fine and then be like, oh, game over.
Yeah.
Over scrubs.
Because this is the 5th, 6th time we played it?
Yeah, we've played this one quite a bit. And like I said, Kat and I won the first 2 times we played it, and ever since then, it's just, we haven't beat it since.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed. We actually played it as 2 players the first time we played. And
we clearly did something wrong.
It's just Pandemic is a very situational game.
We got such good cards at the beginning. Like, everything went right for us.
Yeah, we had enough to close the Dunwich immediately. Then we closed Arkham. We're like, we're good.
Yeah. I was about to go close Innsmouth, and I was going to give him a Kingsport, and then we got butt fucked.
It's almost like you have to bum rush this game and not really enjoy it. Just run from gate to gate and hope you just get the cards. Go. But you can't do that because there's not enough cultists to. You can't take your time to kill them along the way.
Because I think I mentioned that like under my breath. I don't think I made like a big deal about it, but I was like, well, because we were low on cultists, I noticed, and I was like, well, I'm about to close Innsmouth, so we'll get at least
I heard that. We'll get
back.
some. Yeah. We've gotten 5 back, and yeah,
just didn't make it.
Okay, so those are my complaints with the game. Do you still like? Is this still your favorite Pandemic?
A little less so now that it's been like around 6 times, and it does seem like very stacked unevenly.
Right, because there's the other Evil Stirs, and then the other Evil Stirs was at the end. So yeah, after playing this one and Iberia, I like Iberia. I like Leagues better than this. And I love Cthulhu, and I mentioned it before, anything Cthulhu, I'm like, ooh!
Yeah.
And it's a good rendition. Hentai. It's a good rendition of a different type of Pandemic. So if you're thinking, like, oh, is it just Pandemic with a pasted-on theme? It's not that at all. The game does play differently enough. like, I mean, it still plays like Pandemic, but they changed enough. Obviously, this was the biggest change to it, but it's, I would say it's almost more gateway-ish in how the game was overall set up, but not gateway-ish because it's super fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't hand this to someone and be like, hey, you can have fun with your kids with this because you'll lose immediately.
Yeah. I just own my children.
Yeah, I would just say get regular Pandemic if you're trying to look for a gateway-ish kind of game. But yeah, Iberia, like, I just like Leagues better than this. I think it's superior in every single way. The more we play this, and the way we lost last time was there were times where we pulled like you away from killing, or we weren't doing enough to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And that one I was okay with. This one, it's just like, we didn't do anything wrong, and just to be like, oh, an Ancient One awakens. Oh, okay, cool, we lost. Because there's nothing about it like, yeah, add one cultist to each of these locations.
Just gotta play anticipating that guy fucking you up soon, so keep the cultist cold.
Because it's like...
Because he fucked us last game, too.
Yeah, he did. He did. And who else is in here that we got? God damn it. There we go. So we got Dagon, place one cultist on each gate location. Azathoth, remove 3 cultists from the unused supply. Sathagwa, all players collectively discard depending 2, 3, or 4 cards. Atlaknaka, puts 1 cultist on their location. And Haster, draw the bottom, place that. That's how we lost the last time. Was Haster coming in, and then we had to play Shogoth, and then he moved, and then summoned Cthulhu. I don't know. Like, I think an expansion would help this game, like a more bigger variety of Ancient Ones, because there's a shit ton out there.
Mm-hmm.
Better relics that are out there, and it looks like from the way the box is laid out that they planned on making expansions. They just never did. Probably because, if I had to guess, this one probably didn't sell well.
It's very
niche market.
Yeah, like Pandemic, you got like.
Yeah, and a lot of people were like, "Ugh, really?" Because this was like the first one that came out that had like a different feel to it. Then Iberia came out later, and I really like that one, as I keep saying. So they're probably never making expansions for this. Am I gonna keep it? Yeah. Because I still like the game, I just like it a little less because I'm starting to feel like it's unnecessarily unbalanced. Like, if you're going to have these abilities, these one-time use or these permanent, like either the relics need to be really good, or everyone needs to have a much better ability to kind of balance it out, I think. But at least it came with... Like, there's only ever 4 evil stirs. There's no more, no less, not like Epidemics where we're like, hey, where's the difficulty? Like, could you imagine playing on Expert if we removed 2 cards of each from...
Oh, my first turn, we've lost.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And, I mean, I don't know. That... Because we played on Standard, I removed 1 of each, and we did perfectly fine. But yeah, I mean... Devin, how do you feel? Do you think do you like it less than the first time you played it? Or
a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, I guess if we paid more attention to the cultist pool, maybe we could have done better. Like, maybe I shouldn't have just gone straight for the Shogoths all the time. Maybe I should have been more. Like, maybe we should have just eaten the Great One and wiped out cultists. So.
I feel like though when you stop, like when you're done playing a board game, you shouldn't have to talk about like you're reminiscing about your ex-boyfriend. Like, I could have done more. I could have done this. Like. Like when you did enough, like you did enough, because Devin said like maybe I shouldn't have gone after him. He should have, because he was right there.
Yeah,
he was right there.
Yeah,
which is relative. So you're doing the right thing, and you weren't doing anything that we were like, no, you really shouldn't.
Yeah, all right.
I just want to bounce from place to place. Just toss my card.
Yeah, like
it's it's one of those. This one is like, if you're gonna play this game, you have to have the Huntress. Or the Hunter, or whatever the name was, where she can remove a Shogoth with 1 action and kill everyone in a location. That's a necessity, which is a shame, because Pandemic suffers from that. Each one, you have to have the medic.
Yeah.
Always, like, no matter what, you always have to have the medic. And that sucks, because some people don't want to play cleanup. They want to do other stuff.
Not
and
everybody.
It's like,
Yeah, because, yeah.
It's like, unfortunately, hey, someone has to do it, and you have to have the medic. Because I think we would have won if we had the medic. Or not the medic, the hunter. Because like, she would have been the one going out while you do some other cleanup where she is not at.
It just brings it back to, like, if we only had one more person to play this with.
Yeah, that's true.
That could have been the hunter, except you don't let us choose who we're going to be.
Nope, that's my own house rule, so it's,
So whose damn fault is it?
I mean, yeah, it is ultimately mine. But I'm always willing to make changes and be like, oh no, the hunter came out again? Wow.
I think for this game it's okay, like,
right.
Because you know you need it.
Anyway, so other aspects of this game that are pretty cool that didn't really come up was sanity. They included sanity in the game for each character, so that's different. Everyone has a special ability, and if they lose their sanity, they go insane. You flip the card over, and their ability is weakened. It doesn't go away, which is good. But like mine was, as an action, move one cultist. For 2 actions, move one Shoggoth. And then it goes to, as an action, move up to 2 cultists, 1 location each. So it stays generally the same, but which ultimately I think that's actually better.
If you combine that with like the hunter and just like put them together,
yeah,
and she just comes in and just like
just kills them all. Yeah, I mean maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have moved the Shoggoth further away so you didn't have to go as far out of your way or even deal with it. Like I just keep moving the Shoggoth away from the gates, and we just never kill them. They just never get to their gate. So I mean maybe that could have changed some stuff and we could have killed it, but I don't know. That's all what ifs in a situational game like this. All right, so now a new scale of 1 to 10.
I'll drop it down to an 8.5.
8.5. What did you put it at before?
It was a 9.5.
Okay.
Last night, yeah.
Devin?
I think you guys both gave it an 8.5.
I think I gave it an 8.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll do
4.
7.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it down to a 7. This experience just actually really put a sour taste in my mouth. And after replaying Iberia again and just thinking back on regular Pandemic, I'd rather play both of those before I came to this one, which is saying something because, like I said, I really like everything Cthulhu. And for me to be like, you want to play Pandemic Cthulhu? It's like, no, but I'll play Iberia or regular one with the expansions. Of course, I wouldn't just play base, like just vanilla.
You can't just play base Pandemic.
No, it's boring. But at least it's more fair than this one. So yeah, like I think I'm gonna drop it to a 7. I'm still gonna keep it, and it's still fun. But like, if a Pandemic's being offered to play, I'll suggest a different one other than this one. So, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Sweet. So that's it, everyone. Let us know what you think of this game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you want to support us, you can go ahead and click that link to go to my Patreon account. If you have any suggestions, you can go ahead and click the link in the show notes below to go to my Board Game Geek list. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.